lies,
opinion,
truth,
and substance. Only thing that can make sure we're real and you them
Yes.
skills to be honest.
right. My real son, he tortured some folks.
Hello, welcome to Lots,
Lies,
Opinion,
truth.
and Substance. You can watch us on Global Vision TV, and we are powered by Status Network. How are you, Johnny Q?
I'm doing all right today on this fine Tuesday. What about
Ooh,
yourself?
it's a fine Tuesday.
Fine Tuesday.
Ooh, you sound jolly.
Yeah, you know.
How's life treating you?
I'm all right.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know. Well, you know, I ain't never too enthused about it.
I know. Yeah. That's why I saw it when you was like, this good Tuesday. I was like, oh, it's a good Tuesday.
It's a good Tuesday because I'm living, you know.
Ooh.
I'm among the living.
Okay.
Among the living.
Okay.
What about you?
I am great. Life is wonderful. Couldn't be no better.
Oh, shit.
You know, couldn't be no better. It's just wonderful. Life is beautiful.
Okay. So that means the family, everybody doing it.
Family, everybody's good. Everything is great. Nothing's going wrong. Everything is just A-okay.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Boy, it's, what I see out here in the world.
I know. It's a lot going on in the world. Oh, my God.
Right.
You know, we're going to do the R.I.P. to Kevin Samuel.
Yes.
You know.
May he rest well.
May he rest well.
What you know, I mean, it's a lot with Kevin now.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's been some things, you know, people have really
Right.
said some disturbing things, you know, even
Disturbing things, disturbing videos.
yeah, man. I tell
Right.
you. And I understand, you know, women, and I've seen where he also talked about men.
Yeah.
Some young men were bitter, you
Right.
know, but
Okay.
I've seen way more women.
Okay.
But I don't know if you saw the one with Jamal Bryant,
No.
who he preach out at.
Oh yes, we do. We do have that video.
Yeah, so you know.
My eyes just opened.
Yeah.
I was like, is this what is he, a preacher, a pastor?
He's a pastor, which is actually another pastor, Geno Jennings'
Okay.
cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, they had it out a while back.
Oh, with Kevin Samuel?
No.
Oh.
The two cousins. Well, they didn't really have it out. It was just his cousin just told him he knew better. You know what I'm saying? And not about the Kevin Samuels. It was another situation dealing with the church.
Okay.
And, you know, so his cousin had to get on him because, you know, they were raised in the same, pretty much.
Because of what he was saying?
Yes, doing something he was saying, you know, during the time of, during his pastorship.
Okay.
Right. And he was just like, hey, you know, you leading the sheep astray. You know, you supposed to be leading them to God.
Is this the one who said that Kevin Samuel did the GoFund?
Yes. The same.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one.
I was like, do you care what people think about you when you pass?
No. I mean, I ain't going to feel nothing no way. You know, it's just like my parents are dead. They don't feel nothing.
Okay.
You know, like, seriously. You know, and I know a lot of people like, hey, you know, they spirit still living. The spirit desert don't know. Have I ever dreamed about them? Yes, true indeed. Doesn't mean they was their spirit. See, I'm a little bit more realist, but spiritual at the same time.
Okay.
If I ask them to show up and they don't show, then that lets you know I have no control of the spirit.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? That if I'm somewhere asleep and it's years or days from now, from this moment of conversation, and they show up out the blue, then that's also showing you.
You mean their spirit form?
Yeah, I'm just talking about to where, you know, sometimes you can dream about them. I'll feel, you know, however, but
like the presence.
Yeah, but I'm just letting people know I didn't have no control of that because I wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just using that as a small reference.
Yeah.
If I tell you to show up right now, if I tell my mama, hey, I need to hear from you right now at 3:27 p.m. Tuesday.
And she don't show up.
And she don't show up, then that's let you know I don't have any control of the spirit.
Right.
I can say what I want to say, but I don't control it. Because I just told you to show up at 3:27. I need to hear something. But yet you show up 2 years later, 3 years later.
Well, if I was to pass and was to be in the limelight and people knew me,
Right.
I mean, you shouldn't care what people think, but it would be nice that when you pass, people will have wonderful things to say about you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, even now I'm alive, I could like not see someone from 10 years ago, from college or something, and when they see me, they're so excited.
Right.
And I love that. I love that when people see me, they're excited.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't make me any difference or change my life, but it does make me feel good. Like, oh my God, I remember you from college, or you're still the same, or you still look the same, or you still have that upbeat tempo, or you know, I love that. I love that people say, you never change, you're still the same outgoing person. But to die and people bash you, I wonder how your family members feel, or do they even care? Like, damn.
Well, I mean, honestly, they shouldn't care. You know, did Kevin Samuels say some things that was a hard pill for people to swallow? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Was all of it a fact? No. But was some of it a fact? Yes.
Because guess what? Like, we have a platform,
Yes.
and we talk about our own opinions, our truth, our everything. So he had a platform where he spoke what he felt, and it was his opinion.
Right.
So is either people going to listen or not? Because you don't got to listen and you don't got to watch.
And you don't have to watch.
It's your decision.
But that's why I say, I remember I read a comment. It said, y'all people hate him so much, but you still tune in.
Right.
So he must be saying something that's true to your life.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's how I feel.
If that's what's going on,
right?
Then, okay, ain't no sense of being mad.
No.
You know, you figure out what it is that's hitting you, and once you figure out that what's hitting you, what he's speaking about, then it's up to you if you're gonna change it or not. Because it can't hit you if it ain't true.
And it's so funny because when he passed, I had just talked about him the day before, and it was scary.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my homeboy before we started this show.
Right.
He was the one that said to me, you could be the next female Kevin Samuels. Because every time we were like in a round table at the Penthouse or whatever, he used to be like, girl, the stuff that come out your mouth is so crazy.
Right.
And he'd be like, you could be the next female Kevin Samuel.
Yeah.
And after that, we end up doing this show.
Right.
And then I talked about him the day before, and then he died. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, see, that's why I was saying, you know, a lot of information, spiritual wise, I do have. And I remember he gave the comment one day. He was like, because they asked him, they was like, man, well, you've been through 2 failed marriages. He was like, yeah, but I'm ready to, you know, to succeed on the 3rd.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Or it was something, you know, if it got to the 3rd or whatever. So that's where, like I was saying, spiritual wise, real quick, you know, he was wrong. Because you got to succeed in the first.
Right.
See, one thing I want to do right fast for all viewers who hear this and get a clear understanding. As a human, we can do what we want to do.
Right.
God rules is different.
Right.
God is one. There is no such thing as a 2 God, 3 God, 4 God, 5 God.
It's just one.
It's just one. Yeah. And once you understand that, you got to understand that God got one rule.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's called do what he say do. Even though it's many different rules, but it's still.
And you know what I forgot was supposed to be our topic today, but we didn't get on it?
What's that?
When is something going on out there, and I always told you this was going to happen. It's like I predicted it. Somebody is out there, and I'm mad because that's going to be our next show. That the Bible, somebody who wrote the Bible, they uncovered that it's like a big shenanigan. If this thing is uncovered, the whole Pope, the whole Christian church, the whole anarchy is going down.
Okay.
If somebody is to prove that Bible was not written by God.
Yeah, but
because there's stuff going on. It's just that I don't have that's not the topic of our show.
Right.
So because you're bringing God into it, I'm like, ooh, I can't wait for that. Because I warned you that somebody one day was going to dig deep enough somewhere in some vault and find something saying, everybody's following this Bible, but what y'all think wrote it isn't who wrote it. Wasn't no divine person. Because secrets always come out. That's what true. They say? What's in the closet always come out?
Yeah. What's in the dark always
come out. And if the Bible is the biggest lie or the biggest secret, you know how that's going to fuck up the world?
Yeah.
If they find facts.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. The only fact that you will find is that it is true.
Okay, but that's what they're saying.
See, listen.
And that's going to be the debate. Listen, but we're not going to debate about it right now.
No, we're not. And that's why I said...
But I can't wait for that debate.
I just want to go on record 2022.
Okay.
On May 17th.
Okay.
I am one of the person who have searched it up and down. Mm-hmm. And like you say, we're going to...
People out there can search better than you. That have more resources that can search better than you.
They probably have more resources, but I'm talking about to where I know my reading comprehension is at.
I keep telling you,
it's great.
Just like how people write good stories, the Bible could just be a good story.
Ain't nothing this great.
Okay,
and
I'm just saying.
Listen,
if you were to ever find out, what would you say? If the facts were there and the people have the proof, would you be destroyed?
No.
Okay. You would still follow that book that they say was invented by a regular person, the greatest story ever told.
Well, no. I mean, the person got the divine. The reason they got able, the highest in the scripture is they had the divine inspiration from God.
Because that's what they wrote.
No.
Again, that's what they wrote.
Well, I understand. They couldn't get. Listen.
I've seen movies with divine stuff that people have wrote.
There is no movie.
Okay.
No movie in this world.
Okay.
See, listen.
I've seen good scripts. Seen good movies and say, damn, who wrote this? You know?
Cameron, take my word for it.
But we're not going to go through it now.
No,
we're going to stick on the Kevin Samuels.
Yes.
We're going to, R.I.P. was on the Kevin Samuel. It's fine. I was just wondering, like, if people care what people think about them when they pass.
I don't think people should care.
Yeah.
I mean, but how you going to care anyway? You did.
Right.
Yeah.
But your families are alive and they're seeing it. Like, let's say he had daughters and sons and stuff like that.
Well, you know what? That's one thing I did. I was not able. Well, you know what? They spoke of a daughter, right?
I think so, yeah. So that's what I was wondering. Because you have a son, you have a daughter. Yeah. And you're like, if you pass and that somebody said, oh, Johnny Q was a dirty MF and da-da-da-da-da-da. How would your kids feel? Would they care? Or do you care if they care?
Honestly, I wouldn't care if they care.
Okay.
I mean,
but they got their own life to live, right?
You know.
Okay. All right. Well, this next topic is going to be so amazing. It is the comedian and his girlfriend talking about she's allowing him. I'm so flustered by this that I forgot his name. The comedian, Michael Blackson. And it's so funny because he had an interview on Breakfast Club like about a year ago talking about him liking other women and he has a main chick. And now this comes out where this video he's saying that his girlfriend is agreeing for him to have side chicks.
Side chicks, huh?
Yeah. And
would you?
Let's watch this video.
You guys kind of touch on, Rada, you allow, or should I say accept, Michael having one side chick a month. Why does that work for you?
Well, the reason why, and it's not even allowing, it's more, I've been in a long-term relationship, and I've said this before. You having sex with the same individual for years, it gets boring. And I just wanted some excitement in the bedroom.
Michael, would that same arrangement work in Rada's case if she wanted to have one side piece a month as well?
I mean, she's allowed to have any female she wants.
But not a man?
Not a man, because she don't want a man. We don't need another penis in a relationship.
What do you need from other women that you feel like you can't get from the person you want to call your wife?
Just some new coochie.
He said some new coochie.
Some new coochie.
What? What do you think about this? Because you're like, they're not married.
They're not married?
No.
Okay. So they're just engaged. So.
They're engaged?
I don't know. I'm asking.
I'm so flooded by the whole thing. Like, they're not married, they're not engaged. They've been together for years.
Okay.
And I guess, and he cheats. Mm-hmm. So I guess she just said, listen, look, I love this man.
Right.
And nobody's perfect.
Right.
I'm trying to put myself in her shoe. Nobody's perfect. He has flaws. I'm gonna take them, and for us to work out and be in a good unity, I would have to accept, because she said not allow, accept that every month or 2 months he will be able to have another woman in their bed, or be able to sleep with someone else. Like, would I like that? No, nobody likes that. You know.
Would you allow it though?
Would I allow it?
Yes.
I can't be a hypocrite and say, like, I've never had a menage a trois. Like, I've never been with a guy and said, well, you know what, let's bring a girl in the bedroom. I've done it before. I'm not saying I would like it to be done every month, but I'm not unopen to it because I've done it before. But I haven't done it where, like, it's every month. I can't see it every month. I could see it maybe once a year. You want to spice thing up, or that's what you want, because maybe, like she said, is she enough? Maybe he just wants something new, because everything new feels good.
Okay.
I mean, anything new feels good.
But is it only for the moment, or
It's
is it
only for that moment. It's not longevity, you know, because I'm loyal. I don't want to have to sleep with another man because my man got boring and I'm just like, oh, I need a new dick. No, I want to be with someone where I don't have to do that.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha.
But then there are other reasons why people do stuff, which is money.
So do you think that
They're not doing it for money.
Right,
They're just doing it because
I'm just
of
asking,
a feeling.
Right. So I guess what I'm asking, what every man pretty much will want to know, do you believe women should allow their man to have another woman during the relationship?
No and yes. I have to say both, because some women would feel like, oh my God, am I not enough? Am I not sucking it enough? Am I not bouncing on it enough? Like, what is it that makes me not enough that you want to go sleep with someone else? And the only reason I could see for people doing that, not to be justified, is money. But let's say no money's involved, then to me, you're just being greedy.
Yeah, but you gave a yes and a no.
Yes, and I'm saying 2 reasons. So, yes, people are going to do it. Because guess what? She's figuring out that whether I know or not, he might do it. So she was like, let me just be along with him and be like, okay, we're going to do it together. Because she might obviously love him enough to be like, okay, I don't want to lose you, so we're going to do this together.
Okay.
Me, I don't want that.
But isn't that, I mean, even, let's just say she said yes because of that particular reason.
Because she loves him enough.
Right.
That'd be like, okay.
But isn't that still like a force?
A what?
Force? Like
a force?
Yeah, like,
you mean like an ultimatum type thing?
Well, actually, that's what it is, ultimatum.
Yeah,
like,
because he might be telling her like, listen, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And she has to make the decision of, well, I do love him and he do treat me good, so I'm gonna accept him sleeping with other women.
So what would you say to all the other women who feel they don't want that as an ultimatum?
Then they would leave that man.
But she love him.
She love him. You can fall in love again.
Can you?
That's the good point, because I was just saying yesterday that I love right now someone. And I say to myself, I've loved a lot of people in my life, but not like this. So you're right. The feeling I have right now could be the feeling she has. Like, oh my God, this is it. This is the ultimate love, and whatever he wants, he gets.
He gets.
It could be that type of love. And another woman could say, oh, you're so stupid. You're just letting him run amok on you. But you don't know how I feel.
So we're back at square one in it.
Yes.
We're back at square one all over.
Yeah.
So what would you do?
Me personally?
With this guy right now.
My guy right now?
Right. And he say, hey, this is what...
They've been together for years. That the only difference in the equation is they have been together for years.
Okay, but what if it's a new couple out there?
If it's a new couple?
About to go through the same thing.
No?
Yes.
Only in the beginning that he wants to sleep with someone else already?
But he been like this though.
Oh, he's been like this.
He's been like this. She's finding this is part of his behavior, like it is with Michael Blackson.
Yeah.
So let's just say 2 months in, 3 months in.
You figure out this guy just likes to stick around.
But hold on. He really cares for you now.
Okay, he cares for me. I'm queen bitch.
Right. He's not letting you go.
Okay, I like that part.
And not only that, it's been proven that even this one over here who was there before you.
No, this ain't no before. You said I'm the queen.
You are the queen.
They're after me.
But understand. She was there. Like, he was dating her before you. Okay?
No, I'm confused.
Okay.
You say if I was in this position now.
She's still being known, but she's not known as in a relationship with him.
Yes, she is.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay. You talking about a hypothetical or
hypothetical situation?
Okay, hypothetical.
I'm just letting you know that there was a woman
who
he was involved with. He's not involved as a relationship. Okay. In other words, he was just fucking her.
Before me?
Before you. Listen.
Okay.
Now you or him are in a relationship.
Okay.
The only scenario I'm adding is she is still there, but not in a sexual way. So
that's his friend.
Right. It's been proven that you are number one.
Okay.
So I'm saying with you knowing that.
Okay.
But you knowing he has this sexual appetite.
Okay. It is my choice to say yes or no.
Right.
Or to stay with him.
Right.
And it always has to be the equation of how he makes you feel, how he treats you.
So basically, the only thing I'm letting you know, the reason I put that in the situation is to let you know that there is a difference between you and all the others.
Right.
Including the one he was recently
sleeping with.
Right. So I'm just letting you know that you're still above all.
Everybody wants to be number one.
Right. So
nobody wants to be number two.
Right. So
everybody wants to be the queen bitch.
So now
like, be like, okay, bitch, he can fuck you, but I'm the queen.
Right. So all I'm saying is, with you knowing that, with you honestly knowing that,
right.
And it's been proven,
right,
with the girl from the past.
Yeah.
Now you only been dealing with him for 2 or 3 months. What's your answer?
If he's treating me great and I feel like this is the one, of course I would stay with him. But if it's not that feeling of this is the one and I could see a future with him, no.
Well,
you have to be treating me great. You have to be treating me excellent. You have to make me feel no red flags, no nothing. I have to be secure in every way, and then I won't care. I won't care. Because you've proven to me over and over that you're loyal to me. I'm everything for you no matter what you do. And some people can't even get that with a man that's not cheating or have other women.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
You could be with a man and he's sleeping around, right?
Right.
You know he's sleeping around. He's sleeping around not just because he's horny. Maybe it's for money, maybe it's for other reasons. Either or, it doesn't matter. But he's treating you so good that you can't even feel what he's doing. And I know people who are in relationships can't even get that feeling and the man isn't cheating. But you're still not feeling like you're the one.
You're the one.
You're not feeling secure. You're not feeling like, oh my God, I'm his queen.
So do you think if most women feel secure? Do you think if most women feel secure,
they wouldn't care if the man is sleeping around a little bit just to whet his appetite? Because not because you're not enough, it's just maybe in their DNA sometimes.
Okay, now so women know, do he get to pick the women, or does the woman always get to pick?
Nah, sometimes you let him pick because you want to see what the fuck he gonna pick. Because I am in the strip club world, I keep telling you, so I know when I see couples come to the strip club, I always know and watch how this plays out. Okay. Because he usually doesn't pick the one he's with. Let's say it's a light-skinned guy and a chocolate girl, or let's say a chocolate guy, like, don't matter. He always picked the opposite of who he's with, and it drives me crazy. I'll be like, you're in here with your wife, the woman who you love, but the dancer that you pick is not like your wife. So obviously you should know what that is. Now I like the couples when the guy pick what his wife look like. I'll be like, okay, he really likes her. This is really his type.
But what if all the rest of it is just a fantasy? What if
it could be a fantasy, but then if it's a fantasy, that's what he really wants.
No, because it's just a fantasy. You know, it's not.
Fantasies is what people really want.
Is it? I mean, I have a.
You have fantasies,
Yeah.
or it's just like a fantasy, like if you say, I want to screw a Asian girl one time.
Right.
So that's a fantasy,
Right.
but you might not marry one.
You were right.
Okay, I get you. I get you. Like when guys come to the club, their wife might not have a fat ass, but they'll be like,
Right.
I want to go to the club to see a junk in the trunk.
Yeah.
It's just a fantasy, but that don't mean I'm going to marry her.
That don't mean
I got you, baby.
Yes.
Got you.
That's all.
Understood.
So, there it is. You know, just letting people know, you know, it's a difference between fantasy and what they actually may want.
Right.
So, you know,
so Michael Blackson, kudos to you because you got your spouse to agree to having a side piece every couple months or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
What I want to know is she going to get tired? I don't think so because she's already accepted it. And she's been with him for years.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
So, I mean, but why wouldn't she get tired? I mean,
she already agreed to it. So it's no reason getting tired because women can change their mind.
True.
Women can change their mind because I know. Because sometimes you could be like, I signed up for this, and then at another moment you'll be like, oh girl, are you really ready for it?
Right.
But then there's always tests that would let you know, like, you know what, you could do this.
Well,
and she decided I can do this.
Well, let me tell men this here.
Okay.
Do not sign up for that if you know you're not really ready, because I keep telling
the guy or the girl?
Both.
Okay.
You know, but mainly a lot of men, because men sign up for it because they've heard or seen other men do it, but they really don't understand the complications that come behind it.
Right.
You know, and they don't understand
feelings and emotions get involved.
See, because you really doing something, you know, it's like the old saying, your parents be like, oh, everybody else jump off the bridge, you gonna do it too?
Right.
And you really don't understand that until you get a little older.
Right.
So, do not sign up for that.
Okay.
If you really do not understand what all comes with that.
For real.
Because once you get in there,
right.
You know, it's like the criminal. Don't commit the crime.
Right. If you can't do the time.
If you can't do that time, do not commit it.
Woo.
So, if you know you can't handle 2 women or 3 women or 4 women, hell, you already know if you can't handle 1, you damn sure can't handle 2.
Right.
So.
But that's why they're saying it's not a next relationship, it's just sleeping with someone.
Right.
And they go.
But what have we seen happen?
That person who you sleep with might get attached. Yeah. They might like it. They might get emotional.
Right.
You know.
See.
I get it. I get it.
Which brings us to our next topic.
Oh my God. That was a good one though. A young white boy knocks on a black neighbor's door with a whip in his hand. You know? That is crazy. You know?
Oh,
imagine you in your house and somebody comes over and you look through the keyhole and it's a little white boy with a whip. Because the signalizing like he's racist. Like, where did he learn this from?
Well, actually, it is a 2-part clip. So
yeah. I see. Yeah. Yes. So he knocks on the door, and I didn't even see the whip in his hand.
Yeah.
I had to look because I read the comment, and I was like,
well, you know, he you know, because it was, and the crazy part was, it was for their daughter. Now, whatever him and I thought it was his son, because I remember the mom said, "What? It was somebody, she mentioned her daughter."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, what the hell?"
Okay.
Like, okay.
So we're gonna watch this clip. Yeah.
You better get your from off my porch beating on my door like this. I will call the police. You need to leave. Don't you ever beat on my goddamn door like that. Go. Okay.
Diamond's son never touched your car.
We
you
have
a video that he touched your car?
The neighbor does across the street.
You got a video?
Come over here.
Not really. We have it on video. All right, get off my property. Seriously, get off my property. Well, I tell you. Because you ain't coming over here talking nicely. You're accusing my son. I'm showing you the video.
We're showing you the video.
You ain't showing me the video of me scratching your car. Get off my plant. That's my vine. Get off my plant.
Baby, get off the vine.
I ain't even gonna go there. No, that's my grapevine. All right,
Okay, thank you.
You owe me a plant if I don't owe you. I bet you won't bring your mother.
Please stop, sir. All we want to do is just talk to you civil.
That's the problem. You and your kids want to play victim. Your son came over
Y'all are so violent.
Your son came over here.
Baby, please no.
Your son came over here with a whip. Bring it over here again.
Please. You have a gun.
Come over here on my side and see what the
He was saying that. Okay. Oh.
So, you know, there's so many disturbances, you know, I've seen with this. And one was, honestly, you know, I wish this had been 1970 or even mid-80s. Because right then, first of all, whatever parent came to the door finna punch him in his shit. That was number one. You know, you just finna get you a severe ass whipping. And it ain't because you white.
Yeah.
It's one, because you got a damn whip in your hand like you're a fucking grown up. And you talking about you looking for my child with a whip. You know, so really I'm finna whoop your motherfucking ass.
Right.
And then we gonna get some understanding about why you looking for my child with a whip.
Wow.
Not because she's black. See, I'm speaking from my perspective.
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't finna whoop your ass because you white. I'm whooping your ass because you a child.
You're a rude child.
And you banging on my door like you pay rent at this motherfucker. See, these are all my disturbances.
Right.
You know, and then when the parent does try to go over there and conduct itself in a manner to talk to the parents of that particular child, you know, you get offensive, but you are only offensive, one, because you know your child was already grown.
And you know you're racist.
You definitely.
You raised a racist child.
Right.
It's no child going over to no black person's house with no goddamn whip. No. You had to been taught that.
You definitely was taught.
Training.
Trained. And therefore, see, I really hate, you know, which we're also going to talk about the massacre up in Buffalo later.
Yeah, the top.
But this is what goes with that.
Yeah.
See, because and I want all my white brothers, Asians, you know, the Hispanics, everybody of so-called different ethnic group, everybody who just don't want to normalize things and be like, hey, I'm a woman and hey, I'm a man.
Yeah.
This color, the people who have decided to be everything besides man and woman, this is what's happening. Because I'm this color and I want to be more superior than you.
Right.
I have to say this pretty much every time. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't give a fuck about the United States systems. I don't care nothing about you. Listen, if I'm forced to be up under any system, whether it's Korean, African, whatever nation or nationality you want to call it, you're not going to be more superior than me.
Right.
That's just what it is. You know, straight up. We as a people better get it together. It's about to be, this shit about to get a lot worse. You know, like seriously. And we take it lightly.
Right.
But a lot of people finna start dying. And a lot of people finna start dying not only just by the hands of others. A lot of people are really about to go to sleep and never wake up again. It's being proven every day.
Yeah.
You got everybody dying of a heart attack. You know, the same way you go back with Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of a sudden.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, just it's just here we are over and over again, which is about to bring us to the mass
shooting. Yeah, because look, that screenshot right there was because people are tired of, if this was a black man doing the shooting, he'd have been gunned down, tased down on the floor, neck in his foot in his neck. Every time it's a white person, you arrest them so calmly.
But again, that's because you already been trained that way.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's white officers go in or black officers.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's the shooter from the Tops.
Right. Up in
Yeah.
I said Massachusetts. I'm sorry, but
No, it's Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, Buffalo, New York, and you know it's just crazy because they actually have a clipping to where he walks in the store first.
What?
And it's a white person like this here on the ground, and he was like, "Oh, it ain't for you," and went on to the black people.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm talking. I actually got recording of him saying.
Oh wow.
So
he knew he went in there on a racist rant.
Oh yes, of course.
But did you see the clipping of the? This video is also with the Tops. A black girl, because you know sometimes it's not fair, but 8 times out of 10 you could tell if somebody's black on the phone. She calls 911.
I heard that.
From the top shooting. And the response that she was given was horrific.
Yes.
Could you imagine? You're in somewhere hiding. It's a mass shooter. You call 911 and you get this type of response?
See, the reason you get this response because it's letting you know, and not only that, the reason these mass shootings are starting to occur, because one, ain't no real accountability. See, that's why I'm telling people right now. You know how people say go vote? I'm gonna do this backwards. People may not hear this, but people gonna learn this. They're gonna be able to say they heard it here first. Do not go vote. I'm telling you up front. Hold your motherfucking vote. See, 400,000, 500,000, 800,000, 1 million people got to band together and be like, "No, I ain't voting." You know why?
You know why people will vote and win.
But understand this here. You want my vote? You got to come see me. See, just because you're gonna win, you think you're gonna win. See, you may only be winning by 900,000 votes. It's 1 million of us over here waiting. What you think you got to come do? Either the one who winning by 900,000, or either the one who need the million to beat the one by 900,000. Both of you still got to come see us.
Right. That's why they come to our communities, because they know our vote counts.
So this is what I'm telling everybody: do not go vote. Hold your motherfucking vote. I don't give a damn if y'all got 20 different agendas. All 20 can go up under one umbrella. You understand me? Which means y'all may not get everything, but if y'all get 4 or 5 things out of those 20, those other 15, 16 you can work on. You know why? Because you got 5 to start from. Now what's got to happen, everybody can't be greedy. And let's get it all the way in order. And guess what we're going to do next year when it's time to vote? We're going to hold this motherfucker again. See, I'm going to hold it ransom. See, understand this here. To keep doing something over and over and over and don't get a different result, what do they tell you that is?
Insanity.
Oh, so why the fuck you going to keep running the vote? I'm saying make it make sense to me.
But,
because I heard you say we're going to vote, so
for the last couple of elections, our vote didn't matter.
It did?
Because we didn't hold it. No, when I say it mattered, we got the results we wanted, so it wasn't insanity. We got somebody in the Senate that we wanted.
Okay, and tell me what good is undid you?
Even if they didn't do right by us, the point is the vote mattered.
I'm telling you again, what good did it do you?
It showed us that our vote was powerful.
That's all it showed you. Now what you get for it?
Nothing.
Okay. See, I'm gonna make it make sense. See, everybody can talk what they want to talk.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when I ask you, hey, give me an account of what it did for
Nothing.
You, and guess what everybody
all it did was showed us that we had numbers.
That's it. So guess what? I hold this goddamn vote, and you know you got to come see me. You know you got to come see me.
Especially after the first time you hold a vote.
Come on, man. Let me tell you something. People don't even realize this. You know why the mob was really so powerful, even during the political movement?
The what?
The mob.
Oh, the mob, yeah.
Do you know why they were powerful? It wasn't because of their guns. It's because they made the construction workers and the laborers hold the vote. See, you got to pass this goddamn bill to legalize this liquor that's going to be in our saloons if you want this goddamn vote. See, what y'all ain't going to do, because y'all on the political stage, what y'all ain't gonna do is put all the power in your favor and then leave us out here to goddamn penny pinch. No, everybody gonna get a fair share. And if can't everybody get a fair share, guess what happens? Well, nobody get nothing.
Right.
We'll burn this motherfucker down. And see, that's where I'm at with this.
Right.
That's why we got this mass shooting.
Right.
You know why? Because this boy know he about to go to a penthouse.
Right.
In penitentiary.
Right.
See, anytime you know that your ass had to do when we was coming up through prison the first time, hard motherfucking labor.
Right.
Even all this shit we seeing on TV from the YSL and all that, it might would have been a YSL, but the way they were moving,
yeah.
Oh no, you ain't gonna want to goddamn get up and labor for 9 hours. I'm talking about a real fucking 9 hours in a fucking penitentiary,
right?
And then knowing you got to come in this motherfucker and watch your back. Nah, you ain't gonna want to do that.
The prison system is different now.
Let me tell you something.
It's like a hotel.
Hey man, this shit like a. Say it again.
Like a hotel.
There you go.
Because I heard prison, even the movies back in the day when they show you prisons is horrible. Now the movies is like it's a hotel.
Listen,
people do crime just to go to prison now because they know they're gonna get 3 meals,
a hot and a cot.
A hot and a cot.
That's it.
People just do crime just to go in because they figure life is too stressful.
But it is, Cameron.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not denying that it ain't stressful. It is. Listen,
some people give up.
Listen,
like I can't do the fight anymore. I ain't getting a good job. I ain't making no money. I'm just about to rob something and go to jail because I know I'm gonna get 3 meals and I'm gonna be in there chilling with my bros.
Even the hardest sometimes get broken.
Yes.
You understand?
I'm telling you.
And listen, if I didn't know how to fight, Cameron,
right?
Don't think I ain't had no days where I wanted to give up.
Yeah, me too. I understand. And I give up like kill myself, but give up like, God damn, why life gotta be so hard?
Yeah, and I could just really be like, fuck y'all and go do something else totally different.
Right.
But
the strength in me rose up and was like, nah, you're not gonna fail. You're gonna keep it chucking.
That's why we have this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. This is why we have these actions out of these people, the way it is. See, it's a difference of just being disturbed.
Right.
Just being disturbed, no spiritual guidance, no mental guidance, then actually, well, you know what? I'm just going to really go ahead and I'm just going to call chaos.
Chaos, yeah.
This boy been trained to do that.
Yes. And talking about training, this video was funny. You sent this to me of the little boy. They waking him up with water. What? Oh my God.
It didn't work?
Well,
okay.
It's cool, but it was a little boy. Well, it's like you say training,
right?
Because his vocabulary, like you know,
oh man,
it was horrible. But anyway,
why the fuck you do that, man? So
example.
It was a young, couldn't have been no more than 8 or 9.
Yeah,
he was asleep. The older parent came through water. He was like, man, what the fuck you do that for?
A child jump out of his sleep, and that's the first thing he's gonna say.
Yeah,
like train it. Like, oh my God,
quit fucking playing.
Wow.
So you know, y'all already know what my response has been. So we gotta take all day.
So anyway, this next one is woman plows boyfriend after he's in bed with a 7-year-old. Look at him. He just looked like a molester.
She definitely not on.
She said plow. That's what makes me laugh. It says plows.
Which means basically she flat ironed.
Yeah.
With the car.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to.
Yeah, I agree on that.
You know, straight up. I mean.
Yeah, that's what I would call, in any legal term, temporary insanity. Because you didn't plan it.
Right. You
seen something and you reacted immediately. That's temporary insanity.
Well,
you didn't plan it.
I mean, I wouldn't give a damn if she rolled over 900,000 times. You know, she ain't got to be insane. It's just, motherfucker, you
that's sick shit.
Listen, again, this where he got caught at. This one of his first day. Right. This is just the one he got caught on. And that's just what it is. Right. And people do have to understand, I know it's a sickness. Okay, it is a sickness. Because when you looking at a kid as is an adult, first of all, you with the mama. Right. I'm assuming. Now, I did not get.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't know if it's the mama child, but the point is he got caught. It could have been the neighbor's child.
Right. Either way it go, you got caught.
You got caught.
And you know your ass supposed to be with an adult because you wouldn't have had to sneak and did. In other words, she wouldn't have found you doing it.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. You could have been out in the open, but you know why you can't be out in the open.
Because it's illegal, and it's
not only it's illegal. You know it's already wrong.
It's sick.
But understand this. Understand what I'm saying, Cam. You don't sneak and do something that you do not know is wrong.
Right, because sneaking lets you know already that's wrong.
It's wrong.
Sneak, wrong. Anything with the word sneak, it's wrong.
You're already wrong because you're sneaking and doing it.
The only thing and I think that's why sneakers are named sneakers, because you're sneaking and you gotta sneak with sneakers because they don't make noise.
They don't make noise.
Yeah, so that makes sense why sneakers are called sneakers.
So, Mom, I just want to say, listen.
Power to you.
Hey, for real, keep up the good fight. I'll definitely be praying for you if they're making you go to court.
Yeah,
free up. Now, this is what you say free up. Free up.
Right.
Yeah, free up.
And the 7 is the number, because this next one, a transgender family uses 7-year-old in porn. And the father is the father of the 7-year-old, one of them. They just look corny and cookie. Why do some people have to look like this? Like, you could just look at them and just see, like, you're just not right. The third one looked like she's on fucking drugs. Why are eye open like that? They all look like they're on drugs, and somebody called it in and said, we believe that there's pornography going on in this house and there's a child in there, and it was an anonymous call, and the cops showing up, and it was true. So sometimes some of those anonymous calls can be helpful.
Yes, it can be. It can be.
I don't care if somebody call it snitching. This is definitely a snitch situation.
Well, understand this should be telling.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know. Now, guess what? If you are in the life of crime, but that ain't your type of criminal activity,
right?
Then either way go, yes, you should tell. And if you don't tell, that means you just go handle the bit. That means you just kill everybody in the whole household and you let the child go free.
Right.
You know. And God forgive me for saying that, but you know, I'm not saying
people deserve to die.
See, listen, I want to say this here: God can make redemption out of anybody. All right, I just really believe that.
True,
but
people can change.
And I want to say this to clarify: I'm not saying go kill nobody because they're fucking transgender.
Right.
No, what I'm saying, anybody who wants to defile a child, which means you could be a heterosexual.
Right. You could be a pastor.
Right. That means, in other words, you don't even mess with the same sex. You mess with the opposite sex. Boy, your ass need to be beaten severely.
Right.
But I'm telling you, if I catch you near one of my children, if I had
a 7-year-old or 5-year-old,
oh man, you ain't even got to ask.
You're dead in the water.
Most definitely. You either gonna have to kill us, or I'm definitely gonna kill you. You know, straight up. Right. Cause see, it's some women out here, you can give $40, $50, $10, $1,000, $10,000, $15,000, and they'll let you do whatever they want to do.
Right.
You know, we just seen that. Right. We got women flying across seas making some hundreds of thousands, but they got to eat shit. They got to drink tea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's some folks out here let you do whatever. Listen, they got some girls out here.
Absolutely right.
No, I'm just keeping it real.
I know people like that.
So. Listen, they got a lot. Listen, if you like boys, and that's fine. Listen, they got boys out here letting you put them in that long.
Well, hey, I gotta grasp what you said.
That's what you want to do.
He said people get fly out, but they have to eat shit. They have.
But boy, that's what the girl. Listen, she said she had to eat feces. She said that.
Feed him the feces, or she has to eat it.
She has to eat it
for thousands.
Yeah, you know they pay about 150,000.
Oh, okay.
But.
Would you eat some shit for 150,000?
I'm not gonna eat shit for $1 trillion.
Would you shit on someone for $1 trillion?
I'll shit on a pretty ass woman for free. You know, I mean, it's not really my liking. It's not really my liking. I'm not really into that, but I mean, hey, if that's what she likes.
You're on my chest.
You know, I'll do that to a woman for free, but no, I'm not
God, shut up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to do it. You know, you definitely not going to. You know, the only thing I can say one mic can do on me is pee on me while we having sex.
Oh, you don't like nobody peeing on you?
You know, but I really don't care that.
Oh, my God,
I can understand that. Because, you know, sometimes the man body just get greedy.
Shut up.
But no, please, whatever you do not shit on me.
Oh, my God. Please, well... Oh my God! Well, Netflix is out here saying, I don't know what even caused these Netflix employees to like be mad. Like there was like you don't like our content. I have Netflix. It said Black Trans Lives Matter.
Oh,
I think it's that because of the Dave Chappelle special.
Right.
Because it's on Netflix.
It stemmed from that.
It stemmed from that. I forgot because when I see the sign in the back, that's the first thing I thought of.
Yes.
And somebody attacked him on stage.
Yeah.
We didn't get to do the show then for that, but we'll touch on it. That a transgender did attack him on stage, and he is on Netflix. So this all conjoins into that.
Right. Because Cat Williams also about to have his new special on Netflix as well. So yes, that's where it stemmed from.
It is what we call your right to say what you want to say.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
Y'all free.
Yeah.
And honestly,
if it goes for the goose, it goes for the gander.
Right. And really, I want y'all to be free to express yourself.
Right.
Just like I got my own platform here. I'm free to we're
say
free
what
to
you
do
want to say. Yeah.
You may not like it. You ain't even got to pay attention to it for
you don't got to watch it.
No, not at all. And I ain't gonna lose no sleep whether you do or whether you don't.
Oh my God.
I'm just not. But
right.
I'm also, like I say, I'm not into nobody. Nobody has to bash each other,
right.
To look bigger than the other.
Right.
And that's not what Dave did. If Dave did that, I could honestly call
he personally doesn't like something.
Right.
And then he say he hates them. It's just not his preference.
It's just not his preference.
And there's nothing wrong.
And he showed to where y'all tried to be controlling. See, it's just like when the heterosexual man used to basically tell the woman, no, just sit right there, cook, eat, sleep, fuck me, we had to really evolve and understand that she has a right
to not do that and want to go out and have a job.
Right. And understand this here. She is supposed to be submissive to me.
Right.
But I'm also supposed to be submissive to her.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It works both ways. It's not a one-way. But see, we grew up thinking it's a one-way track.
Right.
You understand? And we were deceived.
Right.
See, that's something. That's just something for you. And guess where I learned that at? Guess where I learned that at?
Where?
In the Word.
Oh, my God.
So you didn't know that.
How you know I didn't know that?
You didn't know that because if you would have beat me to it.
No, sometimes I just don't refer to the Bible.
I don't know, but I'm just letting you know where it honestly came from. And it's in there.
Right.
But see, I'm just letting you know how a lot of people been deceived. We all have been.
Of course.
And honestly, once you think about it, once you contemplate, like, damn, you know what? It really is alright if Cameron go out there and enjoy herself. She really want that job.
Yeah.
I'm her husband.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Why shouldn't I support her?
Right.
It ain't nothing but a fucking job.
Right.
She can handle herself. She ain't a fucking dingbat.
Nope.
You see what I'm saying?
I would marry a dingbat.
Right. So why should I have to keep her cooped in the house to hide her from everybody else? So in my mind, I got to check me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this for the transgender.
Right.
That what Dave Chappelle was saying, y'all want to be as dominant as the male did during the women coming through the 50s, the 60s, the 40s, the 1800s, etc., etc. Want to do it the same way. And no, it's not cool. It wasn't cool then when men was doing it. It ain't going to be cool now that y'all empowered to do certain things.
Right.
See, because that's why I tell people, I don't want no color. See, that's something we got to break.
Yeah, the color barriers, the labels.
Yeah, because look at the speech I mean, look how we really use the speech now. Oh, black power now is coming back. I don't need power for that. That's not the power I need. Do I want to be, of course, with some wealth?
Yeah.
Do I want to be financially stable?
Yeah.
Have stability? Of course. Who the fuck don't want that?
Right. Everybody wants that.
But I don't have to have the power to be over you because you're a different color.
Right.
Or a different gender.
Right.
I'm about to do the same shit that we talking about the white people in Congress right now who still going off the bullshit Constitution that was wrote hundreds of years ago.
You said the Constitution is bullshit?
Yes.
Some people think the Bible's bullshit.
Well, one thing about it, I know this for a fact. One can definitely discredit the other.
So we definitely know that men wrote the Constitution.
We definitely know that.
And we definitely find out soon, that man wrote the Bible. I mean, a man did, but you were saying he was divine. We'll see. I can't wait for that clip, that follow through.
Yes.
That follow through or whatever. But it is what it is. But Anyway.
So I just want to let the transgenders know at Netflix really don't care.
Yeah. So this lady says that ever since her child, she's white, the father is black. Her child is a mixed child.
Mm-hmm.
He's been going through life normal. As soon as they teached him in school the critical race theory, he start using the word racism a lot. Start justifying everything. Like, she even made a joke on the video saying, even when she say clean up, racism. No, like what? Like, what do you think about that? This race critical. Would you, if your child was young, would you want them to teach it to your child?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, because I'm teaching it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want my child to know everything.
Yes.
No. The child is getting taught racial critical theory on the news clip.
Oh, yes.
The news clip. And she's telling the news that what happened to her child since they've teach him that.
Which he will come home. I remember, because he'll come home and he'll be like, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
So, me personally, I don't know. Well, she's married to a black man.
Yes, and they had a kid, and she's saying that. But I don't think she wants her child to be taught that.
Well, I mean,
because look at the consequences of what she's telling the news that happened since they've taught him this. He's changed.
Well,
it's changed him. But why wouldn't you want him to know?
Well, just the whole thing. Has it really changed him, or is this?
Yes, that's what she's telling the news. Yeah. She's giving details of how it changed her child.
Okay, so what, he thought he was white? because
this is what you're coming back to. You don't want him to have a label. He didn't label himself as nothing until they taught him that. And then you said you don't want us to be labeled anything. No. So, no.
What? It won't
no, I don't know.
Oh,
I was waiting, but yeah. So this is her telling them.
Okay.
Right, so Melissa, your son is the father's black, you're white, and he'd never mentioned issues with race before, you're saying. What exactly changed?
Right, we didn't have issues before. He's in 8th grade. They introduced this critical program, and now he's having racial issues that was not there before.
What kind of racial issues is he having?
Well, he's seen himself just as a black man. He's seen things that don't go his way as racism, and he's finding safety in numbers now.
So when you're saying he gets a bad grade at school, he blames racism, or a girl rejects him on a date, racism, are those the kind of things you're seeing?
Yes, I ask him to clean the house, racism, yes.
You're kidding, right? Or are you serious?
No, I'm serious. They have totally changed his perspective. They have put him in a box.
So they put him in a box, or she put him in a box? See, listen.
I think he was in the box, and now he's out the box.
Right, right. That's what
that's what I think.
Yeah,
you put him in a box.
I'm not saying don't teach him, like, oh, for instance, he's just a male.
Yeah.
I'm assuming become a man.
Yeah.
I understand. You can't make this evaporate just because I'm saying I'm a man today, because the stigma is already here about the color.
Right.
But what I am saying is this: I'm going to teach him the difference of why they gave you this color. But I'm also going to let you know why you're only really a man.
Right.
Now, I'm giving you two sides. What makes you only the man and what makes you a black man. Right. Then it's up to you about which way you want to go.
You want to represent yourself.
Right. Now, she's upset, like I say, we're agreeing. You upset because now he see the light.
Yes.
See, because you had him walking around maybe as a boy, but it was still similar to a white boy.
Right.
And now he just don't realize.
I want to be a black boy.
Yeah, you know what? I like this nigga shit.
Yes. You know,
exactly.
Exactly.
I'm a real nigga.
Right.
You know,
you have me thinking something else.
Right.
Now I like this nigga shit.
And now I don't find out my dad, either he cool or either I don't really see my dad maybe as a coon.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying he's a coon for marrying a white girl.
Right.
What I'm saying is because we see that people who done married outside of their own color, most black men, we identify them as being a coon.
Right.
Because they try to adapt to what makes the white feel more reluctant to them to feel in a better way to accept them.
Right.
Versus just being yourself.
Right.
You know, hey, guess what? I'm black. They say you white, but guess what? I like you. You like me. Hey, let's do it. That ain't what you do. Your whole performance. Hey, how are you doing?
Right.
Mark.
You funny.
You know. So you know, hey. I think she just had a rude awakening, and no, teach your kids all you can. So this gonna be us. This gonna be it.
Thank you guys for watching. Lots. You can watch us on Global Vision TV, and we are powered by Status Network. Later. Opinion,
truth,
and substance. Only we get to make sure we're real and giving them skills to be honest.
Right. My real son.